So the video today is made, well, for everybody, but also for people who might be unable to get down onto the floor to practice yoga. And so yoga, it's accessible to all. We're here to make space in the body and increase the health of the body and mind, and this is possible. The same actions in the poses can be created in a sitting down position. So I've got a belt here. You could use a dressing gown cord, even a towel. I've got my feet on yoga blocks because I'm not very tall, and this chair is too high for my legs. I've put my feet there so my thighs can be parallel with the ground and I'm not tippy-toeing on the floor. I've also got another chair here as well to raise my legs on later on in the programme, and I've got 2 yoga bricks here, but it's not absolutely necessary. You can manage without them. So do come to sitting not quite at the back of the chair, so you're using your own strength to lift your back, and bring your feet together on a suitable support if you're short. And just draw up through the spine, hands by the sides. Just look straight ahead at eye level. And if you'd like to, for a couple of minutes, you could close your eyes. And just sense where you are on the buttock bones. You could take the flesh diameter of the buttock bone. Now the skin at the base of the spine, draw it down. The sacrum, a broad flat bone at the base of the spine, draw it back and down. Think of the crown of your head as above your tailbone. The tailbone just tucks under at the base of the spine. Spread your collarbones. Draw your upper arms down. Bring your palms together. Just place the thumbs against your breastbone. Bring the elbows a little forwards. Match the palms and fingers. Notice your breath. When you breathe in, feel the inhalation draw the breastbone into the thumbs. And with the exhalation, the breastbone returns. If it's comfortable for you, just take a couple of slower breaths. The inhalation will fill air through the chest, through the middle to the upper chest. The exhalation, feel the air leave in reverse order from the top, the middle to the bottom of the chest. Think of filling the front, the back and the sides of the chest. As you breathe out, let your shoulders come down. One more deeper breath in and out, opening up all of the lung tissue. That's why we keep the breath slow. Releasing through the thighs, the legs, the feet, shoulders, the arms. Just bringing all of your attention inside for a moment. Just see how you are today. And then coming back to the room, open your eyes, release your arms, we're going to breathe in and out a little more deeply using the arms as well. So turn the palms out and breathing in, filling the body from the bottom up to the top of the chest. So when you breathe out, turn the palms away. Keep going. Deeper breath, filling out the sides of the body. As you breathe, become soft. One more. Try to fill the bottom of the chest first to really open out the lungs. So this time, a twist. So we're going to take the left hand across, and you can either take your right hand, sitting a bit forwards in the chair. I'm going to move my blocks a little bit forwards. You can take your back hand to the chair seat, or you could take it onto the top of the chair. So turn the palms, breathe in. Lift up from the side of the hips to the shoulders, keep the shoulders down. As you breathe out, turn to the right. And use your hand on your right knee to help your body to turn. Breathing in, come back to the front. Turn to the left. Use both hands to turn. As you turn, keep the lower back moving down. Lift the chest. Keep the shoulder blades on the back. Keep the movement fluid. Turning the breastbone. So turning from the base, turning the navel, turning the breastbone. Body. Come back to the front. Last. Right, now I've got my belt and I've made a loop. Shoulders. If your shoulders are stiff, then bring it to the outside. If you haven't got a belt, just you can do this perfectly well without. So press on your feet and feel your body lift up and draw the thighs in. Be on the centre of the buttocks and lower the shoulders. If you've got a belt, press the wrists out into it and stretch the fingers. Straighten the elbows. Breathe in. So you breathe out. So this is a whole body action, from the feet pressing down to the legs gripping in. Sacrum down, that's the bone. Now think of opening the armpits a little bit more. Taking the arms more back and stretching to the middle finger. Bring the arms down. Move the belt up, middle of the forearms. Keep the elbows straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the arms up. Press into the belt. Keep the shoulders down. So that has to move back without the ribs coming back or poking forwards. Keep the body straight. Stretch through the back of the arms to the thumbs and the front of the arms to the little fingers. And then bring the arms down. Last time, around the elbows. Hitting the arms out allows the back of the shoulder girdle to broaden and works the arm muscles. Breathe in. Take the pose from your feet. Enjoy that length in the body from the hips to the shoulders, opening the armpits, stretching to all the fingers, taking the inner upper arms back behind you a little, softening the face. Just have your lips slightly broadening. And then bring the arms down. Any pain, then do stop. A little discomfort in the stretch is fine, but we don't want to damage ourselves in the practice. So we'll take the arms out and stretch from the breastbone to the thumbs. Lower the shoulders. Feel that the elbows are lifting, but the shoulder blades are moving down the back. And also stretch from the back spine to the little fingers. Turn the arms up, the palms up. Lift the little fingers. Lower the thumbs. And then take the arms up, keeping the shoulders down. So we can do that action without the belt, but hit out into an imaginary belt. And bring the hands down. Now, just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Let's have a little stretch in the side of the neck there. You've got to keep this shoulder down. You can move your right hand over the head to your ear to encourage the stretch and tuck your chin in a little. You can feel the stretch in the side of the neck, pressing the left shoulder down. And you can take the stretch a little bit more round to the back of the neck by looking down. Release very carefully, so take the hand away and don't be too quick to bring the head up. Then take the left ear to the left shoulder. You can simply be here, or you can move the left hand over. Remember that slight smile. It just tells the brain that there's nothing to worry about, that this stretch is perfectly safe. And look down a little. Feel how the stretch moves towards. Keep every pose anchored. Whatever is on the ground is the most important part. So do press the feet. Release slowly. Look to the right. Use the chin to make a little circle around the front of your body and look to the left. Keep the shoulder blades down. Press the feet. And again, a little circle all the way down and look to the right. Try to keep the ears level. and back. Now let the chin move up to the ceiling and look to the right. Oh, shoulders creeping up. Back, up and over. Look to the left. Watch those collarbones, spread them. Up and over. Look to the right. And back to the left. Back to the front. Join your hands or your fingers. Place them at the back of the very bottom of the skull. Lift your chest. Tuck your chin in. Now, press on the back of the head. Draw, put some weight here, but resist by pushing the back of the head up into the hands and draw the shoulders down. You may feel a stretch at the back of the neck. Keep that action going, pressing the head up into the hands, but putting weight on the hands down into the head. Bringing the elbows more together will change the stretch a little. And then when you release, release slowly. Take the hands away. Give yourself a moment before you bring your head up. So now link your hands again. I'm going to put the right little finger at the bottom. Put one thumb on the other thumbnail. Stretch the palms away. You can bring them to the top of your head. Turn the palms to the ceiling. Take the elbows back. Watch what's happened to the body. Keep back on the buttock bones. Keep the front ribs in. And then if it's possible, you stretch the arms up. If they come a little forwards, don't worry. It depends on the openness in your shoulders. Think of really opening the outer armpit though. Resisting with the ribs, lowering the shoulder blades, raising the thumbs, drawing the little fingers back down. You can look up at your hands and see, draw the shoulders more down. Can the hands go more back? Bring the head forwards. Okay, release. Swap the fingers over so the left little finger's at the bottom. Breathe in. This time we'll take the hands all the way up. Now press on your feet. Grip the outer thighs. Tuck the tailbone under. Lower back down. Ribs in. Shoulders down. Arms back. Feel where space is being created. And then come down. Right, I'm going to turn my chair now because I'm going to use the other chair as well. So, I'll put one block here for my feet. You can have the feet hip distance apart. Take the buttock flesh diagonally back. Lift up. Now keep the spine really straight. And we're going to come forwards and take the hands onto the top of the chair. Now I want to get a stretch through the body here so that hopefully you can have your hips and shoulders and wrists in line. So you might have to play with the chair to get that. I've got the palms on the top of the chair. So here you need to still tuck the tailbone in, press into the feet and keep weight in the lower back, in the tops of the thighs, but lengthen the front body forwards. Press the palms down. I'm stretching the fingers beyond the top of the chair and take the shoulders away from your ears. Keep your ears by your upper arms. Feel the width that you can create with your breath in your chest. We don't ever want to shorten or stifle the breath. So as you press the index finger side of the hands down, lift the inner upper arms to open the upper back. Now we're going to move to the side. Take the left hand onto the right side of the chair. My right hand is on the chair seat. Now I'm going to keep that left buttock anchored and turn the navel and breastbone to the right leg. Press the left palm down. Left side of the body comes down slightly and the right side is raised a little. You can feel how perhaps the outer armpit or the side chest on the left of the body becomes more open. Back to the centre and to the right, so to the left. So the right hand's here, left hand's on the seat. Extend the whole body, move your navel and breastbone to your left thigh. Press the palm and anchor the right buttock. The legs move back from the knees to the groins. And the body moves forwards. Remember, the right side is coming a little down. The index fingers are pressing down and the inner upper right arm is lifting to the ceiling, rotating outwards in its socket. And then come back to the centre and come up. So here, place your palms on the chair. You're going to have the hands really spreading like this. Have them separate. Have the index fingers going straight forwards. Take the thumbs away from the little fingers and stretch through the palms. Now, keep that openness in the hands if you can, and we're going to turn the hands outwards like that. Still lift up through the arms, don't let the body collapse. We're just trying to open up the hands a little bit. Keep weight on the thumb side as much as the little finger side. And then see if you can, you might need to come more, I'm stuck to my seat, you might need to come more forwards to absolutely turn the hands so that the wrists are forwards. That movement might be available to you. If it's very hard, then you could cheat a little and bring the fingers to come over the seat. Lower the shoulders and still keep length in the front body. Release the hands for a moment. And then just trying similar movements. Have the hands now coming towards you. So the middle fingers, look at the middle fingers, straighten the arms, lift the chest. Keep the little finger side of the hand down as much as the thumb side if you can. And then try to keep the hands in the same plane but turn the palms up. See what happens now. Can you get the outer side of the wrist down? What about if you turn the hands out? Move the thumbs down. Wrists can get stiff without us noticing it. What about if you have the hands this way? My wrist. It's not too happy, but we're not forcing anything. We're just going as far as to feel a sensation of stretch. Stress is what we don't want. And then release. Just having a look. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to bring your right foot up onto your left knee. And you can sit here just to open up the right hip a little bit. Flex the foot rather than point it. Lift up and make some length, and then see, can you come over? How far can you come over? You can by all means put your right elbow onto the thigh. Don't press on the knee, you don't want to hurt your knee. And this right thigh is rotating outwards in its socket, so you could use your fingers to effect that action too. And keep the body long. It's not about necessarily reaching your foot, but it's about extending the body forwards, really trying to lengthen the navel away from the pubic bone. See what happens. And then come up. And then bring the left foot up here. I've got the ankle on the, just beyond or on the thigh, just above the knee. Flexing the left foot, lifting up, coming forwards. You might have one leg very different to the other leg. Just observe. You might want to encourage that left leg down and extend the body forwards. You can always support yourself on the other chair. And just see how it feels. And don't go for the most intense stretch you can create initially, or what your body will do, it will tense up to protect you. So go slowly. Make sure you're breathing properly. And in the pose, visualize a certain softness in the hip and opening in the hip. There's just as much a sense of release in the posture as there is a sense of creating movement. Okay, and come up. Now we're going to use the belt, so you can use a strap or a towel. And we're going to do a forward bend. So we're going to take the right leg forwards. Now you can either leave this leg down on the block or on the floor, or if possible, you bring the foot up here beside the right thigh and the knee comes down. Now, you might find that's quite difficult, and one way of making it slightly easier is to use a cushion or a blanket. A firm blanket would be better, as cushions are very soft. You could sit up a little higher, stretch the leg forwards, bring this leg across. Or you could bring the chair a little bit nearer and extend this foot onto the chair, or simply keep the foot down. Whatever works for you. So, right leg here, take the buttock flesh diagonally back, the left leg bent, and put the belt around the ball of your foot. And lift up. Keep the arms separate so that the chest is open, shoulders are down, and here again we're creating that length in the front body, but still taking the sacrum, the lower back, in a downwards movement and keeping the ribs in so the waist is relatively flat at the back. This bent thigh, like in the last pose, this thigh is rolling out. So when we, if it's possible, when we go forwards, we're not trying to bring that thigh forwards, it stays back. All right, just see what happens. You're going to pull up this right thigh muscle and open the back of the knee. Push the big toe away and bring the little toe back towards you. Take your elbows out and keep your chest open and the body long. Keep drawing the navel away from the pubic bone. Now, turn the body towards the right leg. Now, you may want to here, you may be able to reach the little toe side of your right leg or the outer side of your right shin. And this action of holding the outer leg or outer foot helps to turn the body towards the right leg, the navel, the breastbone. The right hand can be on the chair. And keeping your body long, just come slowly forwards if you can, or simply stay sitting up straight. Janu Shirsasana, the pose is called, head to knee. So eventually the body comes all the way down and the head rests a little bit below the knee. But you still keep that breath in the chest as you breathe. And then coming all the way up, releasing the right leg, stretching out the left leg, coming over onto the left side of the chair so that you've got room to bring the right leg up if you can. And putting the belt around the ball of the foot, lifting up. Really spreading the collarbones and opening the chest. It really doesn't matter how far you go. So you just come forwards, pressing, drawing this thigh up here. This hip goes back. The knee opens. You can keep the arms open, the elbows lifting so the collarbones spread. Or you can take your right hand across now or to the leg. Turn the body. You can draw your own hip back and then either stay here, or take your head to your knee. When you're here, the right side of the body lowers a little. You breathe happily into the chest. So don't be in a position where you feel that you're gritting your teeth or you can't breathe, or your brain will think you need to escape. And we want to foster a sense of quietness, relaxation, enjoyment. And then come all the way up. Release the legs. I'm going to just move the chair a little bit out. So I'm going to ask you to sit cross-legged now, which you may or may not be able to do. Let's see what happens. You can bring the chair nearer, it can make it easier. So you bring the left foot in and the right foot in front. Add out your chairs that you've got your feet on. I can, because I'm little, I can get both feet onto the first chair, but otherwise put something on the second chair. Also, if your knees are up here, you may well want to sit on one of those blocks to make you a little bit higher. So, here, drawing up through the spine, let's just turn to the right. So take your left palm onto your right knee and the right hand can go behind the chair. Now we'll lift the chest and turn. Try to keep sitting upright and then come all the way around. Let's twist to the left. And come forwards, and then let's see what happens if we go over the right leg. You can do this holding on the seat or the top of the chair. Just take your body over your right thigh. Keep weight on the buttocks. Come up. Come over the left thigh. Keep the body long. Keep moving the navel forwards. You may be up here, it's fine. Just keep that length. And up. And then you may like to put your hands forwards. Maybe you can come a little bit forwards. Maybe you want your hands on the chair, that's fine. On the seat. Come onto your elbows perhaps. And draw your head forwards. However, you want to keep the weight on the buttock bones. And come up. Swap the legs over. Or if this isn't not possible, you could, instead of having the left foot in front, you could just have the left foot on the chair like this and the right foot down at the side and still do the exercise. Lift up, turn to the right. So lift up from the buttock bones through the whole spine. Turn the navel, turn the breastbone. And then all the way to the left. And then over the right thigh. Keep the left buttock down. Lower the left side of the body. Lift the right. Lengthen pubic bone to navel. Come up. Over the left. Lengthen the back of the neck. Come up. Come forwards. You may even want to stretch your arms out and come forwards in this manner. You see, where you can move to, but keep the spine long. Enjoy that feeling of opening in the hips, or wherever is tight in your body, that's where you will feel the stretch. Keep breathing into the ribs. Feel how they expand away from the spine when you breathe in. And then come up. And then Baddha Konasana. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Now, I'm still staying on my chair. However, it's perfectly possible for you to do it with your feet forwards. If you can't reach your feet here and lift up, then you can, you can take a belt and you can put it around your feet and you can hold here to lift up. I think I'm going to have to just come a tiny bit away from the wall. So bring the soles of the feet together wherever they are. Take the flesh of the buttocks back, so you're sitting on the buttock bones, and lift up. Lift up, lift the spine up out of the sacrum. Tuck the lower back in. And you'll feel when you do that how the thighs come down more. Now, you can just press on your left thigh and lean to the right. Remember, the thighs are rolling outwards in their sockets, so you can help that turn with your hand. Don't press on your knee, remember. Keep the tailbone really tucking under. Now try to keep that thigh where it is. Come over and press the right thigh down. Turn the thigh out. And then come all the way up. You may want to see if you can turn the soles of the feet up to the ceiling. That helps the outer knees to go down as well. And then bringing the feet back together, holding the feet or holding the belt, lift yourself up. And then you may like to try just a little lean forwards, keeping the body long. So you've got your chair. You may want to take your hands onto the chair. Keep the chest open. Keep somewhere comfortable. Maybe you're still just sitting up. Just soften in the hips. Try not to try. Breathe into the chest. Sometimes, if our hips and groins are tight, it takes a lot of repetition and practice to slowly undo that tightness and open our whole body up to receiving oxygen, or the yogis like to call the life force prana that we breathe in from the air around us. Okay, and then release your legs. I'm just going to turn my chair back to the front. with your feet ahead, hold the back of the chair. You may want to sit a little bit forwards. Hold the back of the chair and just lift your chest up. Just to undo that bending forwards quite a lot. Keep the shoulder blades down. Now, can you take your arms more to the top of the chair? Lean forwards, lift up. Lift the chest. Anchor the buttocks. Come and sit more towards the front of the chair. Take the arms on the sides, just sit up vertically. Press the feet down. Take the hands, maybe you can get onto the top of the chair. And lift up. Keep the palms pressing down and the fingers can come over the back of the chair. Press the little finger side of the hand down. Stick to the sides of the chair if this is uncomfortable. Breathe into the chest. Press the feet. And then release. Now, just sitting on your chair, if you have a block or something, you might like to just put it between your knees. Draw up and really squeeze that brick. So squeeze it with your knees. The brick the whole length of the thigh, sitting on the edge of the chair, lift up, squeeze the knees in together, squeeze the top of the thighs into the brick, squeeze the middle thighs into the brick. We're using our thighs, we're also using the abdomen a little. See if you can come onto the balls of the feet and keep squeezing. And then release. And then just sit back comfortably in your chair. You can keep upright, but just rest against the back of the chair. Close your eyes. Bring the chin towards your chest. Keep your chest lifting, shoulder blades moving down the back. Hands to your thighs. Tailbone in. Release your legs completely down onto the chair. Let your thighs be soft. Move your feet to a place where you can do this. And let your feet rest on the ground. Release through your shoulders, through your neck, through your face. And just take a couple of slow, soft inhalations, exhalations. Notice the change that this practice has brought to body and mind. Become still become quiet. And become full of a sense of real replenishment. You can stay if you like, or you can open your eyes, bring your head up. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing today.